next problem. I'll consider the next problem. Okay, see here. If the areas of two similar triangles are equal, okay, if the area of two similar triangles are equal, then prove that they are congruent. Okay, so here triangle ABC and triangle DEF. Okay, so given these two triangles are similar. Okay, so if these two triangles are similar, also if the area of these two triangles are equal, then these two triangles are congruent. Okay, see students, you already studied what is the difference between a similar triangle and a congruent triangle. Okay, yes, so first I'll write given. Okay, so what they have given in the question. Okay, so given, okay, given in triangle ABC, here you will be having two triangles. Okay, so in triangle ABC and triangle DEF, given these two triangles are similar, isn't it? So what they have given, triangle ABC similar to triangle DEF. Okay, these two triangles are similar. Also what they have given, area of triangle ABC equal to area of triangle DEF. Okay, so this is what they have given in the question. Okay, these two triangles are similar, as well as area of triangle ABC equal to area of triangle DEF. Okay, yes. To prove, okay, so what we are going to prove here, okay, to prove, we have to prove triangle ABC and triangle DEF are congruent. Okay, to prove triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Okay, so this is what we have to prove. Okay, what we have to prove, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Okay, congruent to triangle DEF. Okay, so next I'll move towards the proof part. Okay, proof. Okay, see, we have studied about area theorem, isn't it? Okay, according to the area theorem, ratio of the areas of two similar triangle is equal to the squares of the ratios of their corresponding sides, isn't it? Okay, so since these two triangles are similar, can I use that theorem here? Yes. Okay, so according to the area theorem, area of triangle ABC, okay, by area of triangle DEF equal to squares of the ratios of their corresponding side. Okay, so for this side AB, what is our corresponding side? Corresponding side is DE. So AB by DE whole square. Once again, for this side BC, your corresponding side is EF. So BC by EF whole square equal to AC by DF. Okay, AC by DF whole square. Okay, so this is a result. We will get this result by using our area theorem, isn't it? Area of a similar triangle. Okay, yes, but in the question given here, area of triangle ABC, in the question given, okay, area of triangle ABC equal to area of a triangle DEF, isn't it? So can I substitute that relation here in the left hand side? Okay, actually in the left hand side, what we have? In the left hand side we have area of triangle ABC by, okay, area of triangle DEF. Okay, but area of triangle DEF equal to how much? Area of triangle ABC, isn't it? So therefore, in the place of area of triangle DEF, can I replace this value? Okay, so what is that? Area of triangle ABC equal to, okay, see, now right hand side, write as it is, AB by DE, AB by DE whole square equal to BC by EF, BC by EF whole square equal to another one AC by DF. Okay, so AC by DF whole square, right? Okay, so now can I cancel this area of triangle ABC and area of triangle ABC? Yes, it will get cancelled, isn't it? So therefore I will get 1 equal to AB by DE whole square equal to here BC by EF whole square equal to here AC by DF whole square, isn't it? Yes, okay. Now 1, can I write it as 1 square? 1 is nothing but 1 square, isn't it? Okay, so now all the squares are equal here, all numbers squares are equal, isn't it? So all the squares are equal here, so therefore can I say 1 equal to AB by DE? I will not consider here square, okay, here all the squares numbers are equal, so therefore that particular number will be equal here, BC by EF equal to AC by DF. Can I write like this? Okay, see one thing I will say, okay, so if the side AB square is equal to CD square, then can I say AB is equal to CD? If its squares are equal, then can I say AB is equal to CD? Yes, so I will use that result here. If the squares are equal, then okay, see here, if 1 square equal to AB by DE square equal to BC by EF square equal to AC by DF square, so therefore I can write 1 is equal to AB by DE is equal to BC by EF is equal to AC by DF. Okay, yes. So now first equate AB by DE equal to 1. Okay, so first equate 1 is equal to AB by DE. Okay, yes. So now multiply this DE with 1. Okay, so 1 into DE equal to how much? DE itself, so that DE is equal to AB. Okay, so I will get DE equal to AB. Okay, so this is one result. Okay, so once again now equate BC by EF to 1. Okay, yes, so BC by EF equal to 1. Okay, so multiply this EF with 1. Okay, so then you will get BC equal to EF. Okay, so this is another result I will get. Okay, so now equate AC by DF to 1. Okay, now equate AC by DF to 1. Okay, so AC by DF equal to 1. Okay, so this DF will multiply with this 1, then you will get AC equal to DF. Okay, AC equal to DF. Okay, yes. So now just compare these three results with your triangle. Okay, DE equal to AB, the side AB is equal to DE. BC is equal to EF, the side BC is equal to EF. Once again AC is equal to DF, the side AC equal to the side DF. What it indicate? The corresponding sides of these two triangles are equal, isn't it? Yes, the corresponding sides of these two triangles are equal. So therefore, by using side congruency rule, can you say these two triangles are congruent? Yes, okay, since the corresponding sides of the given two triangles are equal, and by using side congruency rule, I can see that these two triangles are congruent. Okay, so therefore I can say triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF by using SSS congruency rule. Okay, by using SSS congruency rule, I can say that the given two triangles are congruent. Okay, yes. So this is a solution for this problem. Okay, yes. Once you recall this, given in the question, triangle ABC and triangle DEF, these two triangles are similar. Okay, also given area of the first triangle, that is ABC, equal to area of the second triangle. Next, proof part. Actually, to prove these two triangles are congruent. Okay, so now I will consider the proof part. Okay, since these two triangles are similar, we can use our area theorem, area of similar triangle. So according to this theorem, we have this result. Okay, substitute these two triangles are equal, so it will get cancel and I'll get 1. Okay, so I can write 1 as 1 square. Okay, so squares of the all the numbers are equal, that implies that individual numbers will be equal. Okay, yes. So this is about the solution for this given problem. Next question I will consider. D, E and F are respectively the midpoints of the sides AB, BC and CA of triangle ABC. Find the ratio of the areas of triangle DEF and triangle ABC. Okay, yes. So what is this? See, actually in the question given here, D is a midpoint of the side AB, also E is a midpoint of the side BC and F is a midpoint of the side AC. Okay, yes. So first I will write given. Okay, given D, E and F are the midpoints of the side, midpoints of the side AB, BC and AC respectively. Okay, so this is what they have given in the question. Okay, D, E, F are the midpoints of the side AB as well as BC as well as AC respectively. Okay, yes. To find. Okay, so what you are going to find? Okay, to find. Okay, ratio of the areas of, that means area of triangle DEF by area of triangle ABC equal to how much? This is your question. Okay, yes. So now to solve this problem, I'll take one theorem, that is a midpoint theorem. Okay, so this is one of the important theorem which you have studied in your 9th standard, isn't it, in quadrilateral chapter. Okay, so once we'll recall that, according to the statement of the midpoint theorem, see here, the line segment joining the midpoints of any two sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side and equal to the half of it. Okay, yes. The line segment joining the midpoints of any two sides of a triangle. Okay, see here, this is your triangle ABC. Okay, so here line segment is DF, I'll consider. Okay, so this line segment DF will join the midpoints of the two sides, that is AB and AC, isn't it? So then that line segment DF will be parallel to the third side. What about your third side? Your third side is BC and it is exactly the half of this side BC. Okay, yes. So what is that? According to that, the DF, the line segment DF is parallel to BC, also the length of DF will be half of BC. Okay, the length of DF will be exact half of the BC. Okay, yes. So another segment I will consider, that is DE. Okay, so can you observe here, this DE, the line segment DE will join the midpoints of the side AB and the side BC. Yes, okay. So then that's line segment DE will be parallel to the another side, that is AC. Also this DE will be exactly the half of this side AC. Okay. So what is that? I'll write DE. Okay, so here DE is parallel to the side AC. DE is parallel to the side AC. Also DE will be half of AC. Okay, then this DE will be half of that AC. Okay, yes. Now one more side remained, which is that EF. Can you observe here the line segment EF will join the two midpoints, which are those side BC and side AC, isn't it? So therefore the line segment EF will be parallel to the third side, that is AB. Also the length of EF will be half of the length of AB. Okay, yes. So therefore I can write EF is parallel to AB. Also the length of EF will be half of the length of AB, right? Okay, so this is a result which you are already studied in your 9th standard, isn't it? Okay, so once you recall this, okay, yes, now we'll use that concept here. Okay, we'll use that concept here. Okay, see. Okay, so I'll rub this, I'll solve here. Okay, now solution part I'll do. Okay, yes, so from that midpoint theorem, now again the same I'll write to the length of DF. Here DF is the line segment which joins the two midpoints of the side AB and AC. So therefore this DF will be parallel to BC, as well as the length of DF will be exactly the half of BC, isn't it? So therefore I'll write here, by midpoint theorem, by midpoint theorem, the length of DF will be the half of the length of DF will be the half of the length of BC. Okay, half of the length of BC. Okay, see now you just shift this BC to the denominator. Okay, DF will be in the numerator. You just shift this BC to the denominator. What it will become then? DF by BC equal to 1 by 2. You will get DF by BC equal to 1 by 2, isn't it? Okay, so this is one result. Okay, yes. So now once again, the side DE, again the side DE which joins the midpoints of the two sides AB and BC. So therefore the side DE will be parallel to the side AC. Also the length of DE will be half of the length of AC, isn't it? The length of DE will be half of the length of AC, isn't it? Okay, so now just I will shift this AC to the denominator. Okay, so now what it will become? DE by AC equal to 1 by 2. So one more result I will get here, isn't it? Yes, just I will shift this AC to the denominator, so that in right hand side only 1 by 2 will remain here. Okay, yes. So now one more side remained. What is that? EF, right? So again EF is a line segment which joins the midpoints of the two sides BC and AC. Okay, so again the length of EF will be the exact half of the length of AB. Okay, so therefore EF equal to half of the length of AB, right? EF is equal to half of AB, right? Okay, so now shift this AB to the denominator. Okay, so then what it will become? EF by AB equal to 1 by 2. EF by AB equal to 1 by 2, right? Okay, you just compare these three results, whatever I have written in the bracket. Okay, so in the right hand side we have 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, isn't it? Okay, the right hand side of this one, I'll write it as equation number 1, this as equation number 2, and this as equation number 3. Can you observe here, the right hand side of equation number 1, equation number 2 and equation number 3 all are equal here? Yes. So therefore can I say its left side is also equal? Yes. Okay. So therefore by equation 1, equation 2 and equation 3, okay, I can equate my left side. Okay, what is that? DF by BC equal to DE by AC equal to EF by AB. EF by AB. Okay, yes. So once you compare this result with your these two triangle, which two triangles? Triangle DEF and triangle ABC. Okay. So now you just compare this ratio with your given triangles, which are the two triangles DEF and triangle ABC. Okay, yes, I'll draw those two triangles separately. Okay, yes. Yes, so it will become like this. Okay, so FD, okay. See, after reversing, this F and D will become reverse. Okay, it will become FD. Okay, don't write DF. Okay, so after the reversing, okay, it will become FD. Okay, F will come here and D will come here. Okay, now you just compare the sides. Okay, DF by BC, DE, the side DE by AC. Next EF by AB. Can you observe here its corresponding sides are proportional, isn't it? Okay, so therefore can I say these two triangles are similar by using your yes similarity criteria? Yes, so therefore triangle DEF is similar to triangle ABC by using which criteria? By using SSS similarity criteria. By using SSS similarity criterion, we can see that these two triangles are similar. Okay, yes. So after proving the similarity of two triangles, what about the relation between the areas of these two triangles? Okay, so now can I use my area theorem, area of similar triangle theorem? Okay, see, these two triangles are similar, so therefore area of triangle DEF by area of triangle ABC equal to, see, two triangles are similar, so therefore the ratio of the areas of these two similar triangles will be equal to squares of the ratios of corresponding sides, isn't it? Okay, so I will consider any one corresponding side. I will consider, that is EF and AB I will consider. Okay, EF and AB I will consider. Okay, so EF by AB whole square I will consider. Okay, EF by AB whole square, any one pair enough. Okay, no need to write all the three pairs, any one pair enough. Okay, so here corresponding side is EF and AB I will consider, squares of the ratio of corresponding side. Okay, EF by AB I will consider. Okay, yes. So now this is equal to what is the relation between EF and AB? Okay, what is the relation between EF and AB here? Whether EF is equal to half of AB, yes, whether the length of EF will be the half of AB, yes. So therefore EF, in the place of EF I'll replace half of AB, okay, by this denominator AB will be as it is, no changes. Okay, just in the place of EF, just in the place of EF, here EF is equal to half of AB we have. So just in the place of EF, I'll replace half of BC, half of AB. Okay. Now, can I cancel this AB and AB? Yes. So then I'll get this is equal to 1 by 2 whole square. So 1 by 2 whole square is equal to 1 by 4, isn't it? 1 by 4. Okay. So therefore, what is the ratio of the areas of these two triangles will be equal to 1:4. Okay. The value is 1:4. Okay. So this is your result. Okay.